we're on?
Light's not on.
You do? Okay. Good morning, everybody. We will convene our regularly scheduled commissioner meeting. It's November 18th at 8:07. Thank you for attending. Just a quick notice before we get going any further that you are being videoed, so your likeness and your voice is being captured and recorded. Our meeting has been properly noticed per Indiana code, and we have a quorum of commissioners here this morning, so the commissioners are ready to do business. Before we get going any further, we would like to ask you to join us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which stands, nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And then if I can get a motion to approve the minutes from the past
Make
two
a
meetings.
motion to approve the minutes.
Second.
For 11:4, 2025 regular and 11:6 executive session.
Second.
There's been a motion and a second. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion passes. County highway update.
We have to do without the projection this morning. I have several items for signature this morning. We've completed a lot of our grant applications, both for Category 1 and Category 2 grants. But first, let's start with liquid HMA and snow. We will be able to carry over the contract for county snow plowing with our contractor. I'll talk about our snow policies here in a little bit, but in case we launch them, we're going to carry them over. But that's not carrying over the parking lot, so we'll start to address that at some point. And we're going to carry over the liquid asphalt products that we agreed to last time. So I have both of those. They're a little wet. But this will require a motion to carry over the
2023.
convenience for snow removal. Carry over snow removal for 2026. Carry over liquid.
Okay. I'll make a motion. I'm just going to put them in together. I'll make a motion to carry over contract renewal for Feeney Incorporated for snow removal, asphalt bid. And asphalt material, no.
But there's two of them. They're different. So one's
Yeah.
asphalt.
This is your asphalt here, and this was liquid. This says
This is
asphalt
for
here.
snow removal.
Oh, snow, okay, that's what I thought.
So Feeney Incorporated for snow removal
And-
asphalt materials for asphalt.
Okay, make a motion to carry over, continue the contract with Feeney Incorporated for snow removal and with asphalt materials for asphalt.
Perfect.
Second.
There's a motion and a second on the floor. Any other discussion? I do have one question. Mr. Feeney is okay with this contract? I mean, I know in the past, we've just,
He's fine with my
this?
contract. He has some issue with the parking lot contract, so he's not going to continue the parking lot
okay,
contract.
just wanted to make sure he was going to be responsive to it.
Yes.
Okay. No further discussion. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion passes.
As you're signing those, I'm going to read through the grant applications. If you want, you could just say motion to pass as presented. So we're going to make a grant for Category 1 for roundabouts, one at 400 West and 300 North for a total of $2.975 million, one at 2 West and 5 North for $3.157 million. And then we're also going to make the same request on an NDOT, but it's a year later, so these are going to be a little bit more. So we're not going to accept both. We're not going to build the roundabout twice. These are all for 90% payback too. So this amount of money, we'll get 90% of it back. 4 West and 3 North again for NDOT for $3.155 million. And 2 West and 5 North for NDOT, so this Category 4 grant, for $3.345 million and a 90% grant. So basically it's the roundabouts at 4 West, 3 North, 2 West, 5 North. And one is for Category 1 funding, and one is for Category 4 funding. The Category 1 funding is a year earlier than the Category 4 funding. So that's why the price is a little different. We'll only accept one of them, though. And those are 90% back, and I might as well just do all of them at once. And then we're going to have a series of bridge repair grants. Bridge 27, these are all Category 4. For $1.084 million, Bridge 75 for $1.205 million, Bridge 90 for $1.286 million, and Bridge 118 for $1.421 million. And we'll get reimbursed from the feds 80% of these when they're completed. So that's on your sheet in front of you if you want to read off that, but I will bring all of them forward. And this is a total of $19 million in grants. Keep trying to get them all in.
Appreciate it.
Well, we don't know with state priorities changing how long but we'll keep going.
Can I just make a motion to do it?
Motion to approve or accept all the grants as presented by the highway engineer.
Make a motion to accept all the grants for the highway department as presented.
Second.
There's been a motion and a second to accept all those grants as presented by the highway engineer. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes.
We are also, as you're signing those, we are helping McCordsville with a roundabout grant they're applying for. They haven't had as much luck as we have on grants. So with your permission, that's $0. You're not paying anything, but you are giving up your technical support from your staff, specifically Ms. Scheidler and myself, and political support saying that you support their roundabout. So that you'll see that letter of support in there that, hey, we're willing to help McCord, because I don't know if the NDOT's going to give them the money if they don't have a guarantee of our help, or at least your staff's help. So you're basically pledging that you'll allow your staff to help them with the grant. You'll see that letter in there as well. They may ask for some political help too, but I'm not sure about that. I said they might need it. So they might need one of you three to talk to NDOT people downtown at some point or at the commissioners conference to say that, hey, this is a good project. It helps our north-south. And it does. It helps our north-south mobility on 600 West.
Actually, somebody was talking to me the other day about not forgetting McCordsville.
We're not forgetting McCordsville.
And
We are
and
helping
that's
them.
exactly what I told
We
them.
are directly helping them.
So,
What did you say, Gary? I'm sorry.
And keep in mind, 5 North and 6 West is a McCordsville roundabout too, and we paid for that.
This needs your signature when it comes back.
okay.
Don't forget, we paid for the roundabout at 5 North and 6 West, and that's a McCordsville intersection.
Yeah.
So you want a motion from us to grant your technical assistance to McCordsville? As
Yeah, that'll be a letter in there, but yes, we would
I'll
need
make a
that.
motion then that we allow the technical assistance of our county highway engineer and Ann Scheidler to assist McCordsville in some of their municipal road needs.
Second.
Been a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion passes.
As you consider or continue signing, Jack and Sons, I presented the appraisal to them. They'll consider that through June. You've already seen that. That's $275,000. And we'd offer them a 1-year lease at $1 a month. A condition of the lease is it would be outgoing only. So they can't bring anything new onto the lot. I would purchase this under our bridge program. Greenfield would handle the remediation projects. And then it considered as a park, the county would own it. Then if they want to develop at some point, the county would recoup its money in the sale of the property to the developer, if that ever happened in the future. But it would get that land under the control of the government, so we can have something other than a recycling business in downtown Greenfield, should Greenfield want to do that. So we haven't forgot about Greenfield either. So that we'll see by June if Jack and his older son Jamie consider that deal something they might want to move forward with.
I know Greenfield's been talking about that for a long time.
Okay. So we've directly moved in to try to assist them with that to some extent.
Well, we need to enter into some sort of agreement with Greenfield.
You do not.
For them to do the remediation.
You do not have to. We won't just do all that stuff unless we actually get control of the property. Road inventory was accepted. So Ryan, we have 2.5 miles of road inventory added to the county's inventory. We've approved 2 change orders for prosecutor and old jail, $40,000. That is closing in on completion. You're going to have to consider when you speak with Miriam at a later point whether we're going to extend HCSS or not, Hancock County Senior Services, which is the microtransit, whether you're going to extend that or not. It's got one more extension on the contract before we completely recontract it. I assume it would look very similar to what it was this year. The Trails Grant was submitted. There's also a community event. You'll see that out there to experiment. We'll see how successful a concert could be in the county. Just a little tester to see how that looks. Miss Buttram is running that down. Keep that in mind, but that will be on county land, which is controlled by the commissioners, so that's fine. And a lot of your infrastructure stuff will be done by Ms. Scheidler and myself and the crews at the highway department. But we'll see how that goes. I'm excited to see if it goes well or not. It's kind of low-hanging fruit. We're going to do all that work anyway for the park, so I like things that are multi-use. 600 West is open. The landscaping at 300 South and 600 West should be done, will possibly be done, weather dependent, over the Thanksgiving holiday. So we'll see those coyotes and plants and stuff go in there. And then we'll do the final inspections, the ditches, all the fine grading, all the little stuff. If anybody's concerned from the public, all that stuff, we come back in the spring, tire ruts and all that stuff. We don't chase them individually. We'll come back in the spring when the weather's nice again and just fix all the little stuff.
Appreciate all your work, Gary, but what can we give the people to complain about while we've got this stuff?
Oh, I've got lots of things. I've got snow coming soon. Snow is always a fun one.
Just checking. I just wanted to make sure.
We wouldn't want Facebook to run out of material, but snow will come.
600 West looks fantastic, and it's greatly appreciated.
Yeah, and we haven't had an accident since we got the stuff built. Holy crap.
That's good. Yeah.
And there's always accidents out there. So Mario's still injured. OSHA came. We're fine. We did our yearly training. We really hit felled tree stuff. Snow policy, speaking of things to complain about. Well, we probably need to review. The snow policy hasn't been I like to review things every 10 years. Like I just reviewed our safety study. We've had a snow policy in place since 2015. I think it works pretty well. Our accidents are on par or better than the rest of the state. However, we should review things. Probably the most contentious part of the policy is we don't do neighborhood streets because maybe we're a county highway department. We're kind of designed for gravel roads and whatnot. We only got 10 trucks. To be frank, by the time our 10 trucks and 2 shifts, it's 24 hours before we even touch all the roads, let alone go in the neighborhoods. We have a may in there. We may go into the neighborhoods if there's more than 4 inches. That's where we mobilize Feeney. And that's the current policy. So when you get a chance, go online and review it. But I'll probably bring some of you guys into AAR that and see if there's anything you want to tweak on that. It's been about 10 years. It's been working, but I think we should review things every 10 years. I don't hire out the consultants or stuff. I like to review our policies internally because that's what you pay me for. So that's coming up. We're going through our AAR process at the end of the year, as we typically do. You'll see in AAR, well, we talked about that. Our safety plan is 10 years old. A lot of the stuff we have completed. Now, stuff in green on the sheet in front of you is good. Stuff in red is stuff we probably should have improved upon. So good, like we've got 600 West, 300 North, Steinmeier, like we're doing lots of stuff to prepare rural infrastructure for increased traffic. We knew that was coming in 2015. We've done a lot of infrastructure improvement for increased traffic. Our accidents and stuff have gone down. We've not installed as many flashing stop as we wanted to, and some of that's because the science on that has been weird. So that was a red. Like, hey, we haven't done as many of those as we wanted to. We have added a lot of rumble stripes and additional signs, which has had good effect, and additional stripage to the roads. We've added a bunch. We evaluate 4-way stops and do stop analysis on them. We've converted some of those, and we've improved sight distance and a lot of vegetation clearing. So that's been good. Our dynamic speedback signs, we're a little slow on those. We just got the final grant on those to get the rest of the radar speed signs up in some specific locations. We move those around as the sheriff needs, but those are coming. We're just a little late on them. The speed studies are done and continuing, and that's helped a lot, like have appropriate speed limits. We do speed limit, like everybody wants them to be slower, right? But we do a US limits too, and we put the speed limit as science said it should be. Because it's not intuitive. If we would make all our speed limits 35 miles an hour, our accidents would go through the roof. Because you'd have rear ends, you'd have people passing people, because half the people don't look at the speed limits, right? So we want people to be driving nearly the same speed as the safest thing we can do. So we analyze it, find what 85% of people drive, because we can't design to the 15 dumbest. But 85% of the people, we get them and get them all driving the same speed. We're still working on chevron signs and curve warning systems on dangerous bends. We're putting solar lights out there. We got some of those. We're a little late on them, but they're still coming. We got some solar lights coming. We didn't get the roundabout at 2 West and 1 North we wanted, but we got the roundabouts everywhere else we wanted. So that was the thing. We have got rumble strips and roundabouts in a bunch of our dangerous intersections. And what is something else we need to prove on? Yeah, our widening is dragged out. We're trying to get more solar lights out there. We're rural, so getting utilities where you want these lights is nearly impossible. So solar lights has allowed us to put lights places where we normally couldn't.
And the technology's come a long
The
way.
technology's
too.
come a long way. People are like, "Oh, you're going green." I'm like, not really green. We just don't. It's the only best way to get it there. It's the most cost-efficient way to get it there. So our annual crash rate per 100 million vehicles. So this is the last. This is the most important part. Our goal was a 20% reduction in 2015. We've reduced it by 43%, so that's good. Our fatal and serious crashes, our goal was to improve that by 30%. Well, what was it? Hold on. This is the start. %, and we made it better by 51%, so that's good. So the results are good. We've done 14 active safety projects, and public feedback on the things and enforcement has been positive generally. I mean, there's some people that are not fans of roundabouts, not fans of lights. Mm-hmm. There's people not fans of pretty much anything. However, the accidents are down, so I'm just glad no one's getting hurt. That's the main goal always. So that was done. If you have any questions about that, read through it. I tried to condense it down to something readable. Mm-hmm. We also have the trails plan from 2015. So we added that. The Pennsy Trail is the main goal on that. That'll be finished here in a couple of years. So that will be complete. The interchange will be complete. So it's just time. That 2015, all those plans are coming. They're completed. I'd say most of them are being done or will be done soon. So it's time to sit down with the executive branch and say, what's the next goals for the next 2035? So Greenfield, I would encourage you guys to get, I sat with Jenna and Kayla. I think the planners are really thinking the future of down here. Greenfield's at the heart of our county here. I'd recommend if you get a chance to chat with them about what the mayor, and chat with the mayor. The mayor is very fond of you guys. And chat with you guys about what his big plans are for this stretch along the Pennsy Trail towards the depot. I think Greenfield's done a great job in there. But they're like us, just like this AAR, some good, some bad, but I think overall they're doing pretty good. And I kind of like some of their ideas in there. But that's a planning thing. I'm a civil engineer. I don't have much imagination, but it'd be good to coordinate with them because they might need political or maybe even fiscal help, but we should talk about that. Senator or Representative Shreve will be down in Shelby County next week, and he wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about some of that too. So keep that in mind. And we need to do an AER when we're done with Amplify the prosecutor's office in the old jail.
Gary, when is that date for Senator Shreve?
I believe it's the first week of December. He's coming in for the Shelby County Republican dinner.
It's the 24th at 5 p.m.
Okay.
24th of
November? Okay, so it's a little earlier than I anticipated. I was asked to come down. I'm sure you guys are asked to come down there as well. So he'll be there, and one of his staffers, the staff level, these staffers talk, and then the politicians talk. So at the staff level, they said, hey, Gary, he's interested in this. So if any of your bosses are down there, you might want to talk to him about it. So I'm passing the message.
Thank you.
But their staffers are certainly talking with me and certainly with Greenfield. I did a study at 1000 North and 50 West. We had a fatality there with the young man on the motorcycle. It's very unfortunate. The ICF, so the bottom line is here. I don't want to bore you with all the numbers up here. Generally, that's getting to about a 5 here before we start talking about a four-way stop. It's at a 2.2, 2.73, so it's not there yet. I've read through the crash accidents and reviews the data. It's hard. A young man, this is just terrible, but he was speeding on a motorcycle, and a lady. You had two things happen at the same time. Didn't see him and came through the stop sign. I would always encourage people to be extra vigilant when you're going. Triple the vigilance. But oftentimes our younger citizens are more risk accepting.
Honestly, I drive through there just about every day, and what concerns me more than 1,000 north and 50 is 900 north and 50, where that crops are right up to the road in the summertime, and not that they don't do crops there. They can put them wherever they want, but boy, that is really tough.
If it gets really rough, let me know. The farmers have never complained if I've removed crop. They will let me do that. So, but there's a lot of intersections. So if you ever have that, just send me an email. But yeah, that might be one we review in the future.
Crops are down now, of course. So
Yeah, so that's fine.
you can see both ways.
But just, you can see what one of my warrants looks like. This is kind of what, when we're doing a study, Ann or I, on an intersection, we're running all these numbers. It's always by science. Otherwise, if you put four-way stops everywhere, no one pays attention to them. So you can't just do the same things everywhere, or else you dilute everything else. Sign washout is the term for it, but it makes sense. But when the intersection's right by you, you want it there. When the speed limit's right in front of your house, you want it 35. And I get it, because I'm the same way. I want everybody to do that in front of my house, and then I want to be 55 everywhere else. Yep. So I'm no different than anybody else, but that's okay. I put our pavement condition reports have come in, and bridge condition reports. So the all-county average in Indiana, the PACER rating is 6.06, which is really not bad. That's improved quite a bit. And 74% fair or better. That's actually pretty good. For the state has improved quite a bit. Our bridge, the average bridge throughout has improved as well, all counties, to 36.6% posted or closed throughout in a 94% bridge condition. We don't want bridges to fail, right? The county's doing really good. And a lot of this we have to thank the council for approving money to match our grants, and the state for actually giving us these grants. Like those $20 million of grants, that's what's creating all this. So we are doing pretty good. Our pavement condition is at 99% fair or better. Now, I'd like them all to be good or better, but fair, we can live with fair. It's not pretty, but you can drive a speed and not hit a pothole. PACER rating is 7.31. That's really good. That's about a point higher than our peers. So we're about 10% better than our peers across the board. And a lot of that's because we're doing a lot of maintenance versus just building new roads. Like Indianapolis falls into that. They can only build new roads. That's all they do. And you just fall behind on your other roads that turn into garbage because you can only do so many new roads. So I appreciate you guys letting me do my thing. I do appreciate that because I know everybody, there's a lot of pressure out there.
Do you know what our ranking is amongst the other 91 counties?
We're in the top 3.
Okay.
One day we'll beat Hamilton County.
We can't ask for any better. I mean, we always get a lot of consternation with people upset about road activity, but we are in the top 3.
It used to be, Deborah, you might remember back when I first started, it was rough. Like I kind of wanted to quit that first winter, and then I didn't know what I got myself into. It's just because there was no money. It's nobody's fault. It's just hard to get money out here. So our politicians have helped a lot. Mr. Kreider, the different representatives have helped continue, because when I'm doing capital program with Grant, all the other money goes into maintenance. And then you guys allowing me to do maintenance. Chip seal, no one loves it, but we kind of have to. Microsurface, I think, has been a big success. It looks a little better than chip seal. The lines on it look really good. So we're improving, and we're continuously evolving. But a lot of it's because of you guys and the council and our state politicians.
And the work that you do getting grants.
A small part, but thank you.
And I would say even the consultants behind you, like from
they work hard
United,
too.
They make great products, roundabouts, bridges. So without all that work, together, and Paul, Durham taking care of the highway staff and cracking the whip.
Oh, absolutely. Without Paul, I wouldn't be free to do all the stuff I do. And Paul deals with the locals. And the consultants deal with me, and I'm kind of a diva. I represent the taxpayer with zealousy. So they know that. I'm a diva a little bit, Steve, aren't I? No, of course not.
It's been a great team effort, and it shows, especially in that ranking in the top 3 of road
Yeah, let's not forget
in our
public safety. Every time somebody gets injured and the firemen are able to keep them from dying, that helps. The police keeping people driving reasonably helps a great deal. It's a big team effort, but we should be proud of that. It's been hard, but we can't sit on our hands either. No. That's why we keep reviewing the stuff. We have stuff in red. We have stuff we can improve on.
Right.
And the public as well. They do their best to drive well. So enough of the love fest. Because there's more work to do. So that is here. And I don't even see the news here because they're never interested when I have a good story. But we got to keep working on it. So winter is coming. When you talk to the public, we would love to plow the neighborhoods. We don't have enough money or trucks to do it, and they don't want my triaxle trucks in there. If it gets over 4 inches, we may come in there and plow. They can't rely on us on that, and it'll be the last thing done. So also, I want that neighborhood road to be the worst road they see. I don't want them to have a nice, clean neighborhood road, get out on a county road and have a wreck because the county roads are garbage. I want them to be the most terrified right when they leave the driveway, because they can walk back home if they get stuck in their neighborhood. Yep. They can't get out. Yeah, they'll be last on our list for a reason. And we're a county. We're not a city, and we're not a town. We're not structured that way. There's just not enough operational funding for that. They don't even allow us to use MVH restricted on snow removal in the county. Like, we're not even allowed to spend money from our gas tax collection on snow removal. I got to pull it from other places. So a lot of folks just don't realize. I mean, why would they realize that? The state law is complex. But the bottom line is we may come out there with Feeney or ourselves if it's over 4 inches. But if they want their neighborhood to be dry and clear, they're going to have to hire it themselves, just like my neighborhood or anybody else's. Because they never come to my neighborhood, because I've told them that. My neighborhood will be the last one touched with county stuff. And my neighbors hate that, but I'm the county engineer, so it has to be that way. It has to be the last one. So sorry if you're in Richmond Platts. That's all I got. Sorry it took too long.
Thank you for all you do.
Well done, Gary.
Corey doesn't have
And then
anything.
Corey's not going to have anything. Phil Going, come on down.
Gary is quite a difficult act to follow, isn't he? Thank you for squeezing me in this morning, though. I'm here on behalf of Rockfield Estates Section 2, which is Hancock County's newest, I guess you could say, high-end residential subdivision. And we're about ready to record Section 2, so I'm here to ask for your acceptance of the dedication of the right-of-way in Rockfield Estates Section 2. This is located on the north side of 100 South and about a half-mile back east of 400 West. And if you accept this today, you would be accepting 1.548 acres of additional right-of-way. The streets have already been built and bonded.
You have a paper?
I do.
Please bring it forward. Okay, no problem. I got a pen.
I have 3 paper copies. All 3 need to be signed.
Okay. Let me see this and I'll. Okay. Make a motion to accept a 1.548 acres of right-of-way for Rockfield Estates, Section 2, as presented.
Second.
It's been a motion and a second. Is there any other discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes.
All three get signed. It's hard to get up here, isn't it? Drop it off here, pick it up down there.
Saw that.
Thank you.
Thank you. I don't see Amanda here yet.
I do see Miriam.
Miriam Rales.
Good morning. How is
Morning.
everybody today? So I'm here for the task change order for the Hancock County Senior Services Transportation contract. We're just simply extending it to December 31st of 2026.
Okay.
And the council was good with that too, weren't they?
There's no provisions have been changed. They're the same.
Just the date was
Just the
changed to
ja-
the
yeah,
end of
just the
the
date.
year of 2026.
Correct.
I'd make a motion that we continue the contract with Hancock County Senior Services.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. We continue the contract with Hancock Senior Services as presented with an end date of December 31, 2026. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Have
you.
a great day.
Kids play. Yes. Yes.
Well, good morning, everybody.
morning.
This is a little bit more nerve-wracking for me than being on stage at the Ricks, so I need my safety spotlight, I feel like. But thank you so much for putting me on your agenda this morning. I'm Amy Studebaker, and I am the director of Kids Play Incorporated Children's Theater, and we rehearse out of the basement of the Memorial Building. We put on 2 shows a year for kids in the 3rd through 8th grade, and we also do a summer show with adults, and so probably upward of 50 Hancock County families see that space, and we love to we call it the dungeon. It's the basement of the Memorial Building. We love to call that space home. We love to be part of the activity there. I was contacted recently by Shelby Couch, who's here, who's working with Leadership Hancock County, and they were interested in helping kids play with improvements, whatever we needed. And one need that I shared with her was the restroom of our space is in a little bit of need of some help. It's aged with the Memorial Building, and it can be a little bit of a stinky situation down there. We've got a couple of toilets that are not working, and the stall walls are not up. So they had originally thought about taking on that as a project themselves for Leadership Hancock County, but I also understand that that building has some special rules about improvements. And so my goal is to ask for help in moving forward with repairs and to clarify if any of the parts of that project could be done by Leadership Hancock County. My specific ask for the improvements would be repairing and replacing the 3 toilets that are down there in that space, installing a utility sink. There's a pedestal sink right now, and it would really be better for our needs if we had a utility sink. We do a bunch of projects down there. Hot water would be a real bonus if it was possible. Rehanging the existing stall walls and adding soap and paper towel dispensers, and then painting the room a bright color so it was welcoming for the kids that we have down there. At this time, I don't have an estimate for what the project cost would be, but I can say that Kids Play is fully prepared to coordinate any volunteer labor if that's allowed, or to work with contractors where it's required. Sarah Joyner is on our board and has offered up if they have extra toilets or sinks, they'd be happy to donate that to the cause if that was possible. And I've talked to Corey Taylor and Miriam Rolas on the phone, and they're both encouraging of the project. So what do I need to do? I'm just coming to ask for help with the restroom repairs. That is my ask.
Well, I think we like the project. I'm not sure if we can allow the public to work on a private building.
Okay.
That's really my concern liability-wise.
Okay.
Although I think we would see value in the fact that, hey, if we've got some toilets or other plumbing that there are issues with, to repair or replace that. And I'd spoken with you, I'd spoken with Corey too, just about, a contractor that may be able to work with people that have donations of items they would,
Yep.
Potentially make. Not sure where that is. I think they'd rather just buy it new,
Sure.
a lot less liability. But
Absolutely.
I believe we have the kind of funds to go ahead and ask Corey to go over and take a look and get some estimates on those repairs.
Great. In terms of
'Cause they're
painting,
needed.
would that also be something that we would not have volunteers come and do that, or would that be something, or we could talk specifics later, or?
Are you talking about that big room where all the
I'm
stuff is?
mostly just the restroom, getting that space painted.
I think it's another, just we roll that into a contractual agreement with somebody just to go ahead and paint it.
Great.
I wouldn't have a problem if you wanted to input on a color.
Excellent.
But I think it's a lot easier when we just have a contractor do it liability-wise. If something were to happen, nobody is on the hook but the contractor, and we appreciate everything Leadership Hancock County, desires to do.
Yep.
I think it's just difficult because it's a public building and it's not a private building.
I understand that completely. Yeah, that's.
And it's our
helpful.
responsibility to take care of the buildings.
Yeah.
So,
But we will,
Somewhat historic.
yeah,
Yep.
definitely work with you guys on how to get that accomplished and to get it accomplished as soon as we can.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
you're welcome.
Thank you. Bernie Harris.
Good morning.
Hey, good morning.
I think you have before you a proposal to actually install some video equipment. And I think it's 4 conference rooms we want to set up for video conferencing. The commissioner's small room, planning, and the surveyor's room, and then ours downstairs. There's a cost for the small rooms and a cost for the larger rooms. The larger room was $13,564.
And the little 9.2?
Yes. Yeah.
Force
So-
Tech. The Force Tech, it's the
Yes,
Force Tech quote.
Force Tech, yes. So I need to know if you want to proceed with that or if we wait on that. So
And Force Tech was the
they
group
did
that
everything
did all
else,
this.
right?
I'm okay with it.
I'm okay.
Yeah, okay.
I'd make a motion that we approve quote number 18358 for two different issues. One being electronic, it's all electronics, but at the same time, the amount is $9,212.12, and the second is $13,564.12 as presented.
That was for, let me clarify that.
That's the total.
9,000 for each room.
Oh, 9,000 for, okay.
Each room.
Yeah.
But there's 2 rooms.
There's 3 rooms at 9,000. It'd be commissioner's room, this is.
Well, we're saying that should be 20,
the
9
total
times
cost
3
would
is
be,
18.
What the total cost for the
Or
3
20.
rooms would be,
27.
30, for the 4 rooms would be 31,988.36 for all 4 rooms.
Oh, okay. Well, I stand corrected. What was the total?
31,988.36.
Okay. I make a motion to approve the technology, the computers and electronics and everything that, for the 4 rooms, the total would be $31,988.36 as presented.
Second.
Got a motion and a second to approve this quote. Is there any other discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion passes.
So the question is, what are we going to pay this out of?
Well, we just got a bond in. Can we do it out of the 2025? Or
Have that appendix on me, but I mean, that we can,
it's for.
Electronics and
It was
buildings.
for county, any additional county buildings. If not,
do you have it in your budget? Because that was the question I have written down.
Well,
in
this is
Bernie's
actually a
budget.
project from last year, and it's continuation. We've had to get a new quote, so
Was
we
there-
had it was in a bond before, and that got spent.
Okay. We'll pay that out in 2025. If there's any issues, I'll.
right, and if we find some additional in there before that, we can take it out of that before we start to dip in the 25. But please go ahead and get the ball rolling on this.
Okay, sounds good.
You need to sign here.
Thank you, Bernie.
Is that, you need his signature?
Oh yeah. No.
Oh, you
no,
already got
I
it.
don't think that. We'll get. I'll get the real contract and get that back to you. So
Okay.
Thank you.
that's all I have.
Let's see, Greg Shamblin, he's not here.
Motion to approve claims and payroll?
Second?
Been a motion and a second. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes.
Auditor's business?
Auditor's business, I had made a request of the council pending your approval to help compensate my payroll gals with some additional funding, well, stipend for their pay. They are taking on a big load of work and trying to sorting through that basically on their own. They're doing a great job, but until the end of the year, originally I had requested that we would utilize the rest of Kelly's unused pay, but Kent made a good point that there's other lines in there that we could take from just in case you hire someone before the end of the year, so that we don't take that money. Council agreed to $2,350, a stipend for Sandy and for Sherry, based out of the other funds with your approval, and I would like to ask for that approval. I did mention to them that after the first of the year, depending upon your HR director, and if additional help was needed, that I might come back and make that request after the first of the year. But I just at this point try to get us through the end of the year, and I know we're going to be working on onboarding with the insurance companies, so it's a lot of extra work for them.
I'd make a motion that we approve the auditor's request for an additional stipend for the payroll.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any other discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes.
I would also ask that the stipends would continue as long as we don't have anybody doing that work. I mean, if we don't get hired on after the first year, they would continue.
What I was going to ask, and I didn't look into her line, did we approve the line for the help? Was that for
Part-time.
2026
For
or was it for?
2026, there's part-time money.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that would be probably, depending upon where we were at, would probably where my ask
I
would
think she
come
asked
from.
for 30,000, council gave her
Yes.
15.
Okay, but I thought there was money that she could have hired somebody this year.
No, that was a
No, it was a
2026.
2026.
That's
Oh,
what they
okay.
offered,
All right.
yeah.
Okay.
Even though council approved the budgeted funds, we
Okay. I was thinking we approved the position.
We did not.
We didn't?
We held on it.
Okay, it's been a while.
Yeah, we'd held on it.
So it might be something that I come back after the first of the year, kind of reevaluate and see what's going on there.
Okay.
let them know how much we appreciate all. Does not go unnoticed.
I will, I appreciate it.
And then the animal control interlocal, it sounds like there's some more work language-wise to do there.
Yeah,
Familiar,
I
Scott?
reached out to Greg Morlock. There were two changes that the council wanted, and he and I are still kind of discussing that. He responded to me, but one of the provisions that was at issue, getting a permission from incorporated areas to go in animal control, and the way it reads, it sounds like you have to do it every time you send an officer out there, which would not be very, that's cumbersome and would not. So they wanted a change in that. So I think we'll be able to hammer out that
We
finalize.
really need to, that should have been done. Turnaround date for that kind.
Well, and I don't know. The council usually doesn't weigh in on that. This time they did, so I think that's part of it. But I do understand that on that particular provision, I think practically speaking, nobody was worried about that, but
Do we think we'll get the language worked out then by our next meeting on that? Okay,
that's
Okay,
realistic.
great. Surveyor,
Did you have anything else?
I did.
oh, sorry, hold on.
He walks slow. Yeah, this shouldn't take long. We do have a proposed agreement from FSG for the bond work that I'll let you take a look at. I think you might have gotten an email on it, so we'll need a signature for that. if you so agree with it. And then we also
You
had,
guys good with it? Okay.
we also had a situation with Buckeye and Etika, where you made the motion to pay Etika for that work that was being done, but that was the owner-manager. Some of the work, the majority of the work was being actually done by Buckeye, so I need a motion that we can pay Buckeye. We paid what, the amount of work that Etika had done as the owner rep, but we haven't paid the actual physical work that they've done, which was Buckeye, and we don't have a motion for that.
Do we have a dollar value for
Yes,
Buckeye?
we do. I'm just trying to find it here in my notes. There we go. What we paid, what the motion was not to exceed $1,290,000. And what we paid for Etika was $82,300. And then we received the Buckeye bill for that same project at $996,650.88. So we still have not exceeded the total amount of the 1.29.
I make a motion that we approve the payment to Buckeye for $996,650.88 as presented.
There's been a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion passes.
And-
On that payment then, will we be able to figure out then how much may be left over? Because if there's IT's,
Yes, I would probably have Corey reach out to them, make sure that all of that work is 100% completed.
okay.
And, which I think that we did ask Corey to do that, didn't we? Before we made that payment. And that was out of the 2023 GO bond, just so you know. But yeah, we'll let you know what that remaining amount is.
Great.
And I would like to make a motion to approve the agreement with FSG for their work with the bond issues, and that is, shall be not to exceed $40,000.
Second.
It's been a motion and a second to approve the FSG invoice as presented. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. You were high on that, right?
I was an aye.
Okay.
Good now?
We'll get you out of the way real quick. Come on up.
Sorry, Chad.
You're fine. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Here to request out-of-state travel for John Milburn and Caroline Adams in our GIS department. They've been offered the opportunity to go to the NINA GIS Critical Issues Conference in New Orleans, or as they say down there, Nolans, and January 14th through the 16th. Our office, or the GIS budget, is going to pay for half, and then the 911 is going to pay for the other half. So,
Make a motion to approve the out-of-state travel for John Milburn and Caroline Adams to the NINA conference for critical issues forum conference. Can't talk today.
Second.
Motion and a second to approve out-of-state travel. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion passes.
thank you.
Okay, now Greg, come on up.
Okay, hang on just a second. There you go.
No tie. Sport coat, though.
Yeah. John did not give me a tie for today, so if it doesn't go well, that's on him. But no, we're also happy that GIS is able to send those two people to that conference. That's normally one that John and I will attend. We saw that it was a GIS focus, and that is above our head, and so we were happy to encourage both of them to attend, and happy that that's happening, so that's great. I do have a few things off John's list here for us. Starting with the Delaware County Sheriff's Deputy's funeral. He has been asked by the FOP team again to assist with the planning meeting and the services. And so he's asking again for your all's approval for this great service that he has been assisting with the last few years.
I make a
First
motion that we approve the assistance to, what county was that?
Delaware.
Delaware County for their officer, fallen officer.
Second.
Motion and a second have been made. Any other discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion passes.
I think the first meeting for that is actually this afternoon, so he'll be up there doing that. He's been working 18 hours a day the last few days trying to get ready for that and doing his normal full-time job as well. So I again, appreciate him doing that as he does. I think he's also finding some assistance. He's at our last conference, he presented about this project that he has taken up, and he's found a few volunteers to help out with that. So hopefully that helps him in the future.
Okay.
The second item, if you're ready, is just out-of-state travel, and it is for John Joe Cantus. He is participating in the 911 Goes to Washington conference in Washington, D.C. from February 22nd to the 26th, and that form should be in your packet.
Be a sec here.
Yep, you're good. You guys are early today. You might be able to get out of here and get breakfast.
I don't see it.
I don't have it in here.
Probably in the back because it was an action.
Oh,
I was looking in this package, but it's not.
there it is, right there.
We can use those copies. You want to make the motion, Janine?
I can. I make a motion that we approve the out-of-state travel for John Joe Contis to attend the 911 Goes to Washington, which is February 22nd, 2026, in the amount of $2,311.23.
Second.
There's been a motion made about out-of-state travel. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion passes.
There you go.
All right, as you're finishing up signing that one, our next item is for this room, actually, Commissioners Meeting Room panic buttons. The goal is to keep the current stationary buttons that we have and also provide some cube fob panic buttons. So John has got those quoted through Nelson Alarm. It'll be 10 wireless fobs and a receiver for $1,350 through Nelson Alarm.
So why do we need 10?
I think that they're mobile, and so I think that there's going to be the 10 of them so that we can have different people with them in the room.
That'd be for like planning commission?
Correct,
And, okay.
yeah. For any meeting in this room, they'd be able to be used.
So maybe the president of the planning commission would have one, president of BZA.
I'm
And
sorry,
the-
that was Nelson Alarm, right?
Yes.
Okay, let me find, here's Nelson. Make a motion to approve the quote number 10097 with Nelson Alarm. It's for panic buttons and receivers in the amount of $1,350 as presented.
Second.
Got just a quick question, Greg. I don't have my computer here with me because I left it at home, but I know that John had attached to it where he thought these funds were going to come from.
This is CCD.
CCD fund? The 911 CCD or RCCD?
He had either through CCD or the 911 bond were the two that.
Do we know how much is left in the 911 bond?
I don't have that in front of me now.
There's quite a bit.
If there's enough, let's do it out of the
Yeah, there is
911
enough,
bond
yeah.
so we can get that done.
Works for me.
Then just amend it to pay out of the CCD,
I make
or
a-
excuse me, out of the 911 bond.
to be paid for out of the 911 bond.
Second.
Okay, there's been a motion, an amended motion and a second made to accept this Nelson Alarm Equipment Sales Agreement. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion passes.
The next item, as you're signing that one there, is the critical testing software. It's a 5-year renewal. This is a product we've been using for many years now. It helps us in our hiring process. That is what we utilize for any applicant that applies. They have to then take this test, an extensive test that tries to simulate what we do in 911. It's actually a pretty interesting test for them to take. And then once they pass that, that's when they get to the interview stage. So it has worked out great for us. We're happy to continue partnering with them. The 1-year increase, they said that we can opt out after any year, but it is an annual cost. But the cost for the next 4 years is $4,303, and that would be paid for out of our 911 lit. This is one that I use all the time. So if you have any questions on that one, I'm happy to talk about critical.
I make a motion that we approve the continuation of the Certical Test Genius Cloud Testing Package for 911, and this is be paid for out of the E911 bond. That's presented for
911 lit.
911 lit.
911
Yep,
lit for $4,303.
Second.
Been a motion and a second. Is there any other discussion? Seeing none. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes.
On this quote.
Yeah.
So the $4,303, this motion is to cover the next 5 years, correct? Because the
Didn't
one-year
you say
price was
four?
$5,419.
Yes, it's a 5-year contract. That's the cost of each year of the contract, and then we can opt out any year of the contract.
So we just really approved the first year, and then we'll have to approve in next year with the increase.
I guess that's how, if you have the contract there in front of you, if that's how it's
Yeah.
worded. There should be no increase. That is the price for the
I'm
first.
just wondering, because it says one-time renewals cost will be based on that current year's list price, and then it has the 4303 with the 5 years, so I didn't know if you wanted to go ahead and make that motion. That says that.
If we don't want to come back every year and do it, I was just on the call with them last week about it, and the price stays the same for the entire 5 years, but we can opt out at any point.
So it doesn't, so we're not paying the $5,419 by just doing it 1 year at a time? I guess that's my question.
Yeah, it is
Okay,
yearly.
We're doing the whole contract for 5 years.
okay, thank you.
Correct.
Make that motion already?
Yeah, she's got the paperwork. Didn't you?
I've got
Okay,
this.
okay.
I've got this here. So
I made that motion, but
Did I second it?
43.
my question, I guess, is going to be, and I'm going to get people confused here now that I'm looking it over. So if we were to vote it in as a 5-year contract for 5 years, it would be $5,419 a year. But if we didn't and we just voted it in annually, it would stay at 4303, or we would be subject to increases if we.
The way that they presented it to us, and I don't have the contract sitting in front of me, but the way they presented it to us is it's the same cost each year for the 5 years. Yeah.
Okay. All right. It's been moved and seconded. Any other discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. Okay, it's got signed. Okay, I'm going to take off.
Okay.
Folks, you got her.
Go ahead. You're good.
We're good. The next up is the RCN Technologies. It's a 1-year renewal for our vendor that assists with our Cradlepoint devices. This provides wireless internet and networking to our backup center and wherever else we're going to take these Cradlepoint devices. And that is to the tune of $523 for the year, for the upcoming year, and that would be paid for out of 911 lit as well.
I make a motion that we approve RCN Technologies, 1-year renewal for NetCloud Enterprise Branch Essentials, number BP1NCESS-R, not to exceed $523.08 out of 9/1.
Second. There's been a motion and a second to enter into this contract with RCN Technologies to be paid out of 911 lit, and I'm trying to find it. Project name be County BF 01-9CESS-R in the amount of $523.80. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? Passed.
Okay.
Got one more.
I've got Rave Mobile Safety. Is that the one you got in front of you?
That's it.
Okay. This is for our short codes to opt in for notifications. We use this for all sorts of things, but mostly for people to get crash notifications sent to their phone or any sort of traffic notifications sent to their phone, which people seem to enjoy and use quite a bit. This is a 5-year contract for $25.50 and 16 cents per year paid out of the 911 lit.
No, okay, I see it. Go ahead. You're good.
I make a motion that we approve the Brave Mobile Safety Renewal Quote. No, signed copy is no later than March 15th, 2026, in an amount not to exceed for 5 years, $12,750.79 to be paid for out of 911 lit, and the quote number is Q-56908.
Second. And there's motion and second to pay this contract with Rave Mobile Safety Renewal in the amount not to exceed $12,750.79 to be paid for out of 911 lit. And one more thing, what was it? Quote number. There we go. Quote number is Q-56908. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Done.
The last, I think this is the last thing he has on here. He has 2 more things on here for me that are not quotes, just things he wanted me to discuss. One of which is the prospect of bringing in a new hire in March of 2026. I don't know if this is something that he's chatted about with you all before.
He has said something about using his one person he was going to hire, but he didn't hire them.
It would essentially be a combination of other funds to be a 0 increase to our budget for this position. And it's in anticipation of, we know that they're currently in an internship program and studying for a whole nother career that they're going to go down. And they've given us the date in which they expect to have to go full-time into that. So part of the plan with this is to be able to bring this person in March. That gives us some time to train them for when our other individual leaves. We have somebody ready to go. And again, he's moved, I think it's mostly part-time money that he is able to move around to be able to cover that without increasing our dollar amount in the budget at all.
Part-time position going full-time, but the only additional funds would be covered part-time fund. Is that, do I have that correct?
It would be essentially eliminating most of our part-time budget. So it's not a part-time person going full-time, it's just taking that budget and moving it to our full-time folks and then being able to hire that position.
Part-time staff there?
The plan the last couple of years is to start shifting over to that. It just really is unique based on the individuals we have available, because you can't really hire part-time unless the person works full-time somewhere else or used to work full-time for us, because it's just so complicated to train somebody to do the job part-time. So at this point, we just don't, the options that we had a few years ago to work part-time are starting to dwindle out. So this year, we just have not used it very much and do not anticipate using it much at all
Got an
next year.
intern that will be moving on to do a full-time
Yes.
somewhere else, and you
Correct.
just need to
Yeah.
Full-time
This would
position.
just be a early replacement of that individual.
Overlap.
Yes.
for training purposes.
Yeah. To get them trained up for when this person leaves. Yeah.
How long is that overlap?
It would be, I think John had March is when we'd hire this individual, so that would be 6 months or so of overlap, which our training process is 6-7 months, something like that. Correct. Yeah, he said this was a $0 ask. This is money that he already.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Perfect.
Yep.
All of it.
I would make a motion that we approve with payroll dollars, perf dollars, and for overlap of training March of 2026.
Okay, I'll second that. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
The only other piece is information for you all. When John has presented that to the council, one of the parts of the discussion is they've talked about paying for one of our positions at RDC at some point, and they had mentioned that this could be, if this position continued into 2027, that this might be our first look at that potentially. So just for information at this point. The only other thing he had for me, and I'll get out of here, is he wanted to put in front of you that we are in discussion with the Community Foundation to become our 501c3. He's working on some contracts there with Scott as well, and just wanted to get that in front of you all for your approval for us to continue to pursue that. Essentially what this would allow us to do is accept donations that we could then use for 911 for Kids programs, for our when we go to the trunk or treat, different things that we cannot use taxpayer money for, but we still want to provide to the community. So this would allow us to open up that possibility.
So is the Community Foundation the only one that does that?
That's the only one that we're looking at this point, because we know other public safety entities use them for this exact same purpose.
Now, let's say that I donate $500. Are you guaranteed to get that entire $500, or are they going to take their share?
So that is part of the contract that they're working on at the moment. Some of the discussion was what happens if you close the account. There's some confusion there that would stay with them or come with us. So that's all still being worked out.
I had a couple of things I mentioned to John. One was there was a requirement there be a successor to community. I was troubled by that. I don't want you to have a successor forced on you. There's a fee that they charge. The other thing is, I felt like if there's a donation, that there should be some parameters on exactly what's going to get.
So we're not comfortable with it yet?
No, and I think you'd want Bill to weigh in too.
No, because offhand I don't. How the Sheriff's Department does shop with the cop, because they receive donations.
Yeah.
And
It might be through
State Board of
them as
Accounts
well.
okay with whatever it is that they're doing, so it might be something that we want to.
I know
Might not
that
need a third party.
And
Yeah.
let's research a little further.
Yes, and I think that's really all he was asking at this point. If you guys are comfortable with us trying to pursue this this endeavor here, but yeah, he's not.
And
he
right
said the
now, we're
contract is
not until
ready
we
yet.
actually know facts.
Yes, and he said that if we ever got to that point, of course, we'd be bringing the contract in front of you to discuss the details at that point.
Might other organizations that can help you through this.
Because I know that they do it at the sheriff's office, they do it with Greenfield, they do all the city, they all
Fire
get
departments do
involved
the
in this.
same.
So
Yep.
there has to be some clear language out there.
Yes, yep.
Okay, thank
Let
you.
him know. I appreciate it. Thanks.
Okay. We have got the Amplify. No, the Veritas. Yeah, that's one, the bond. The
For accepting, we don't have to sign it. For release, we sign it. Have one of each.
And this is the fire. Yeah,
Oh, for
there.
Baker Tilly.
Yeah.
Is that Baker Tilly? Okay.
Yeah.
Have a performance bond to sign off on here for Henderson Investments LLC, located at 11681 Fall Creek Road, Suite 210 in Indianapolis, Indiana. The amount of the bond was $1,562.50. Bond posted on August 8th of 2023. The Enclave at Deer Crossing for Centerline Monuments.
That's all of it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll second that. And for a bond deposit in the amount of $1,562.50 at Fall Creek Road, Suite 10, Henderson Investments, LLC, the Enclave at Deer Crossing, Centerline Monuments, as presented. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same sign. All's good. Here we go.
We didn't sign this.
Okay, we can get those. Okay.
No, did we you have signed for out-of-state travel for John
Yeah.
Johannes? Did we use it out of my packet, didn't we?
Okay.
So this would be,
Okay.
and then we have bond release for E&B Paving LLC, located at 17042 Middletown Avenue in Noblesville, Indiana. Type of bond was maintenance in the amount of $100,502.72. The bond number is 301-76474, dated 22nd of November 2022, and the expiration of that bond was 22 November 2025. Covered bond was fields at Sugar Creek, stone base, and asphalt binder.
I second that for E&B Paving, LLC, for bond amount of $100,572, and that is for the fields at Sugar Creek for stone base asphalt binding. All in favor? Say aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign, and we didn't.
I don't see this in the packet for bond deposit for R&F development. I have it in my packet, but it's not in the red folder here. Oh,
You don't have to sign it.
okay.
But we
just
still have to
need
make a
accept
motion.
it?
don't we?
Okay. I make a motion that we accept, the maintenance bond for R&F Development, Inc., 111 West Main Street, Suite K in Greenfield, Indiana. The amount of the bond is $25,625. The bond was posted on the 7th of November, 2025. This is for Rockfield Estates, Section 2, storm maintenance.
I second that. All in favor of bond release, RNF Development Incorporated, for the amount of $25,625 for Rockfield Estates, Section 2, storm maintenance. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Okay, it's good. Now, got another one here. Same people.
Same thing.
Yeah, and another one too.
Okay, so we have 3 of these for the record.
Yes.
This is a performance bond for R&F Development, Inc., mailing address 1111 North Main Street, in Suite K in Greenfield, and the amount of the bond is $750, posted on 11/7 of 2025 for Rockford Estates, Section 2, Monument Center Line.
Okay. Been a motion to release bond, where's the bond number? I don't see a bond number.
There wasn't one on there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bond, what's that? Accepting for $750 for Rockford Estates, Section 2, Monuments Center Line. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. Oh, this is another one.
Oh, gosh, I'm sorry.
It's a release.
You had
You don't have to sign
packets.
it.
that.
You had two packets with releases and acceptance.
Yes, we did.
Sorry.
Hey, this is my first time at
You're doing great.
So, I
You're
didn't wanna
doing
mess
great.
them all up.
You're doing great.
This is a bond release, a performance bond release for Henderson Investments LLC. Mailing address 11681 Fall Creek Road, Suite 210, Indianapolis. And the amount of bond was $1,562.50. The bond was posted on August 8th of 2023 for the Enclave at Deer Crossing for Centerline Monuments.
I second that. There's for bond release for Henderson Investments LLC for the amount of $1,562.50 for Enclave at Deer Crossing, Centerline Monuments. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Approved. So,
We have amplified change order
okay,
dated November 10th, 2025 to the Hancock County Commissioners. This is a change order number 4 dated October 29th of 2025. Total amount to be drawn not to exceed from owner contingency $69,859.21. These change orders include metal canopy attachment approved in September 25 and glazed decorative handrail support approved September 16th of 2025.
I second that. And it is for, we've got a motion and a second to approve the Veritas change order. Yeah, I lost it there for a second. In the amount of $69,859.21 with Veritas Advisors as presented. All in favor? Aye. It approved.
First.
That's what I thought. Thank you.
Give me a second. Okay. All right. What do we got left here?
We have the Baker Tilly.
Okay, we got, were you good with this agreement with the fire
Yes.
EMS review? Okay.
I make a motion that we approve the engagement letter and agreement related to services with Baker Tilly Advisory Group for fire and EMS review.
Second? Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve the acceptance letter, engagement letter for professional services for the fire and EMS review with Baker Tilly as presented. All in favor? Aye. It passes. Okay, we still got some other going on. We got every, yeah, we got it. Planning meeting calendar.
The planning, we just want to make sure that you're good with that. You always, that's the schedule.
And you gave that to us last meeting, I believe, too.
I don't know that you've
I
seen
don't
it.
know that they
I
did.
thought
Oh,
It was the other,
our regular and the.
okay.
And there was only one change that was made on the council, so that one's been approved. But these dates are included on that calendar. The planning dates aren't? Well, they will be posted separately.
So I make a motion that we approve the planning calendar for 2026.
Second. A motion to accept the planning calendar for 2026 as presented. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. That's it. Do we have any public comment?
I have another bond release for the highway department that was in your packet. From the highway. One was for the asphalt binder and stone, and the other was for curbs.
Not see those.
I didn't see them.
I don't know.
If you don't have them, I have a
Hang on
copy of.
just a sec. Here, we got it right here. It's in my packet there, but it wasn't in here.
Yeah, the ones that you released have to be signed, so they would be in your signature packet. So that was hiding, sorry.
Okay. There you go.
Yes, they did the one for E&B paving. Site Creek.
Okay, so E&B paving, we did do that one. Okay.
Correct.
So, this is a bond release for Site Creek LLC, address of 404 West Gimber Street in Indianapolis, Indiana. Type of bond was a maintenance bond in the amount of $33,672.63. The bond number was 301760009. The date of the bond was the 8th of December, 2022, and the expiration of that bond was 8th of December, 2025 for the fields at Sugar Creek for curbs.
Okay. I second that. We have a motion and a second for bond release for Site Creek LLC in the amount of $33,672.63. Bond number would be 301760009 for fields at Sugar Creek for curbs. All in favor?
Aye.
Passes. So, did you have a copy of this already, or what?
There were two releases that were together.
Look in your pile over there.
This is the only one you were working
Yes.
on, wasn't it?
Yes, it is. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for pointing that out.
Is this it right here?
Well, is there two on there?
Oh, there's two.
It was hiding.
It was hiding, okay. Second, where'd my pen go? There it is.
Doctor.
What's that? Yeah. I learned when I was in the health field. Okay, any other comments from the public? Motion adjourned?
Motion to adjourn.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Done. Thank you. Okay.